prize. And
starting at small forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 34, Mike Dunleavy. The man in the middle from Florida, 6'11", number 13, Joakim Noah. And at guard, 6'3", from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. At guard, 6'7", from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. The other forward position, 7 feet, number 16, Pau Gasol. The head coach of your home team.
You can hear the roar here at the United Center. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And he gets it to go. Cleveland with the ball. We're about 1 minute into the first. Kicks it out to LeBron. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. LeBron's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Out to the wing. Kicks it to Dunleavy. No one near him. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Double team on Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving against Noah. Outside Irving. Shot from free throw range. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
All right, Doris. Now here's Rose after LeBron James's miss. Rose dishes to Butler. Drills the three-pointer. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Irving against Rose. Outside Irving. The feed to Mozgov. Outside Shumpert. 6 on the shot clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Irving against Butler. And they double up Butler. The drive by Noah. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Noah.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Irving against Rose. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons last year. They have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
The shot's good from Gasol. Here's James.
Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly, eventually pulled it together, and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's deflected. Lets it go from 11, and it's Chicago scoring again.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off. And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Gasol. Can't get it to go. Shumpert with some nice deep. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Irving with it. Butler covering. Irving drives in. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
He's perfect from the line this time. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Derrick Rose. Unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Feeds to Noah. Dunleavy for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Dunleavy's got 5 now.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Here's LeBron following the score by Derrick Rose. It's LeBron with the drive. Makes it off the glass. James has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket. And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's south side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Thompson is checked in for Mozgov.
Come on, Chicago.
The Bulls leading by 4. Rose double teamed. Gasol with it. Picked up by Love. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. Two top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bulls?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Smith comes in for Shumpert, and it's Williams in for Irving. Back to Rose. And they double up Butler. Gasol on the high post. Rose passes to Dunleavy. And the shot is good. Dunleavy's got his third bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
LeBron drives in. Thompson dishes to James. Poked away. Gibson with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, Jimmy Butler's one. One of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on and on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. And it's Jefferson in for LeBron. The Cavaliers shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much a part of his game now.
Hey, Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions. It finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Picked by Varejau. The shot's good from Smith.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Goes up. And finished off by Gasol.
Oh, the big man rocking the rim. Good aggressive finish right there.
And usually he leaves those to his teammates.
And you know, guys, with his length, I think he needs to attack the basket much more. Those dunks should be routine for him.
Knocked loose.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The Bulls leading by 7. Williams comes with a double team. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Gasol with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. The 11-footer. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And now it's a double-digit lead.